Hi friends, thank you and welcome to another session on Databricks. In this session, we'll talk about generic ETL or ELTL pipeline and how we can handle errors from file to load into the sources target systems. There may be multiple errors coming in from different sources and we don't need to load those records, those gen records or the record that is not to be in the target system. Sometimes we may have to send back those records back to the source systems so that they can rectify and send it back to the our data store. So we'll see what are the options Databricks has provided to handle such errors, and finally we can go for demo. So this is very high level generic pipeline flow that we implement in most of the organization nowadays, right? We will be having multiple sources on the left side, and we have the storage system. In the storage system, we'll be dividing into multiple areas, depending upon organization decisions based on how we need to store it. For generic purpose, I showed that we have three areas, that is landing area, process, and aggregate. So there may be high chance that while moving the data from landing to process and process to aggregate, a lot of error may come based on the business rule or runtime error. So we have created another layer that's called log, and we can pull all the failed record or gen record into log system so that our pipeline will not fail and load all the data into target as. Then if you really think that the failed record or gen record is required for your analytics purpose, then either you can apply different transformation rules or you can send back to the source system. Then they can send again after rectifying the record. Okay. So basically I just want to know, this is where we are going to apply our error handling. Spark provides different options to handle the errors. Either you can use mode or bad records path. Mode, we have different options: permissive, drop malformed, fail fast. If you're using permissive, then any gen records coming in from the source file, it create different column name as underscore corrupt underscore record and store it there. So if you want to redirect those gen records into different folder, you can use this particular column where the data frame where this column is not null. So you'll get all the gen records and you can push to different folder. For example, if you create any log folder, it can move to that. Whereas drop malformed completely ignores and drop the record from the result set. Fail fast, the pipeline will fail if it find any gen records coming in from the source system, right? So these are the different mode available while handling the data. And bad records path allows you to provide a path, and the Spark automatically redirect the records, gen records, into that path. So you don't need to do any extra coding for moving the records, gen records, into the log file or log path. And this is the sample code. The first one is using mode. It's like spark.read. You can give the option mode equal to permissive. Here you can change to drop malformed or fail fast based on your requirement. The next option is actually an option. You don't need to provide this one. Even if you're not providing, Spark create underscore corrupt underscore record column and move the gen record into that column. And if you're giving bad records path at the time of execution, if it find any junk record, it will move to this particular path. Enough of theory. Now the next thing is demo. I'll show you how we can pull the data from the file. I have created small sample records with junk records in it. Then we can see how we can apply the options, then redirect the records into log storage. To demonstrate error handling in Databricks, I have given one small program which will pull the data from the file called error data. Let's go and see what exactly error data contains. So this is error data file. You can see that there are 5 fields: name, citizenship, country of birth, and age. So age, I'm considering that as an integer data type, and you can see on the 5th record the age came as a string. So in my program, I want to redirect or fail the pipeline based on this value. If it is a string, then fail it. Now we have seen what the data contain in error data. Now look at the program. So in order to make sure that the right data is coming in my data frame, I have created the schema first, right? My schema contains 4 columns: name, citizenship, country of birth, age, which is similar to the columns in the file. But also you can see I added one more column here, that is corrupt record. Since we are pulling the data from CSV file, data frame always pull the data and keep it in a data frame unless you force the data frame or Spark that incoming data belongs to so and so data type. So I want to force that the last record should be in integer, so that's the reason I created the schema here. Okay, so look at the next line. Next line, read the data from error data CSV that I showed you just now, and the option mode I given as permissive. So as I said, since the option is permissive, the data which is coming in contains any record will flow to another column, which is corrupt underscore record. You can give any other name, but that's okay. All right, now let's execute this and see the result. Yep. So now you can see the last column, it moved to corrupt record, right? This is how you can handle the error using this option. Now let's say I want to fail the record if it contains junk record. So I change that option to fail fast, right? Let's see what happens now. Now you can see it thrown error, right? And if you want to capture that error, you can use try. Okay, then except, you can give except exception as E. Print, or you can give load failed. Let's see. Sorry. So let me keep that inside. Okay. Yeah. So now you can see you can capture the failure, and you can go ahead with next pipeline if you have anything. Now what happens if I give drop malformed instead of fail fast? Drop malformed. Let's see. Now you can see in the junk record is not appearing in the result set. Now we will see how we can automatically move the junk record or into different folder that we created, right? So if you look at this code, you can see there is a difference in giving the options. We are not giving option to add column or the mode, whether it is a permissive, drop malformed or fail fast. Instead, I have given another option, bad records path, and this is the path I would like to store all the junk records, slash file store slash table slash logs. So the benefit of this one is you don't need to do any manual coding to redirect the gen record and send to the specified folder, right? So let's see what happens there here now. Before that, let me check again any other file or folder is available in this. uh, okay, so you can see three files are there, three folders are there. So let's see what happens when I execute the above statement. Okay, now now execute this. You can see another output came in, right? So logs, which one is the last one? I believe this is the one, 2020 07 12. Okay, this is one. Okay, okay, now we'll go inside and see what is there. 2020 07 12 T 115 255. Okay, so here you have again bad records. Just copy this. This is the file it created. Let's see what is there inside. So let me read sc dot text file and provide this path. Okay, this path 10. So you can see the reason is java.lang number format exception for input string 55, because 55 is an integer value that expecting, but we have provided string value. So that's all I need to show you today. I come back with more videos later. So till then, bye, and enjoy your rest of the day. Thank you. If you would like to receive more such videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you would like to connect with me, I have provided my details here, my email and LinkedIn. So thank you very much.